What's going on, everybody? My name is NovaVisions and today we're going to do something that's as old as time with this game, and that's we're going to rank every Lord icon in Marvel Rivals based on looks, not based on how good these people are with these characters or how scared I am of these Lord icons, but I could do a video on that. I'm just doing it based purely on how they look. So, it's pretty self-explanatory, and this trend kind of fell off. You were seeing them for a little bit, but they kind of went away. So, without further ado, we're gonna get into ranking these Lord icons. If you like this video and you want to see more videos like that, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment down below, and yeah, let's get into the ranking. All right, so starting off with Mr. Warlock here. His is pretty good. Would I argue it's an S tier, though? I think I would. Adam Warlock's is very clean. No complaints about it. I think it's pretty easily S tier. Moving on to Black Panther. I think it's A tier. I personally think it looks pretty cool. I don't think it's as good as Adam Warlock's, but I like the purple glow does a lot for it. So we'll put it in A tier. Widow, as a Lord Widow owner, uh, I think it looks cool, but I'm trying not to be biased here. I imagine a lot of people don't think it looks that cool, so we're just gonna put it in B. Blades. I like Blades. I think Blades is A tier. I don't think it's one of the best, but I do think it's good. So we'll put Blade in A tier. Cap. Cap's kind of boring. Uh, in my opinion, it just doesn't look that appealing to look at. To me, you may think it looks really cool, and if you do, good for you. It's my opinion. It's my tier list. Cloak and Daggers is probably one of the most boring in the game, frankly. uh, they really didn't try too hard with that one, so I feel like it's pretty easily D tier. Strange's, however, I like a lot. I think Strange's is also A tier. Emma's, I might keep it a buck. I like Emma's a lot, and I also have Lord on her, but I think it looks clean. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know if it's a little that movement there, but I think it looks very cool. Groot's is also kind of boring, so we'll put it there. Hawkeye's, I feel like is kind of like Widow's. It looks kind of cool, but it isn't like the coolest thing in the world. You don't see them a lot. You don't see either of these lords a lot. These are kind of rare. Hela's, I like Hela's. I also have her lord, but I think it's B tier. I don't think it's as bad as Caps, but I don't think it's as good as like Strange's. So we'll put Hela in B tier. All three of Hulks. Um, that goes there. That's the best out of them. I really don't like that. It goes D tier. I don't really like the when he's in his ultimate Lord icon. That might just be me. I just don't think it looks that cool. Johnny's, it's better than it was. However, I don't think it's great. Invisible Woman's, it's kind of cool. I like the whole thing she has going on with that. So for that reason, should go B tier. Iron Fist is so boring. I'm sorry, Iron Fist is going D tier. This is nothing on Iron Fist players. I just feel like they did his Lord icon kind of dirty. Just my opinion. I like Iron Man's. We're putting it B tier though. I think it looks cool. I don't think it looks as cool as these three. Jeffrey. Jeffrey's is also kind of boring, but just because of that little bubble right there, he's going C tier. Loki's is pretty cool. Do I think it's A tier? I think it's A or B. We'll go A. I like the glowing effect. I like Luna's a lot too. Sure, she's no debate. She's going there. Magic's is fine. And then her ultimate, I would say, is a little bit better. Magneto's is also very boring. They just kind of did the tanks kind of dirty, didn't they? Mantis's is also kind of boring. Mr. Fantastic. It reminds me of like Johnny's. It's not as bad as the bottom, but it looks neat enough to where I wouldn't put it on the bottom. I think Moon Knight's is actually pretty cool. Even though I have a friend who mains Moon Knight, and I see that icon like every day. By the way, if you made Moon Knight, I don't like you, but it's a fine Lord icon. Namor's is kind of boring, but it's solid, I guess. Penny's is also kind of meh. But as I said, they just kind of did the tanks dirty. I like Phoenix's. Oh, what are we doing? I like Phoenix's, but I wouldn't say it's any better than these. I'd say it's B tier. Psylocke's is pretty cool. I don't feel like there's much debate on that. I think she goes B tier though. Rockets is fine. I like Wanda's. There's a lot of just middle of the pack icons for me personally. As I said, this is my tier list. If you don't agree, well, I'm sorry. There's nothing I could do for you. This is my opinion. That's where it's going. Also, we're not ranking the individuals. I don't know why they did that, but, you know. Spider-Man's is fine. Maybe that's just biased because I don't like Spider-Man mains. It's not because I think you're bad at the game. I think it's because you won't switch. So there is a bias there. I don't like Spider-Man's. Squirrel Girl. You know, the character's annoying. I don't think I don't know. I feel like there's a little bit more to hers. So the character's annoying, but the Lord icon isn't that bad. Star-Lord's, we'll go see. Storm, we get another S tier. I love Storm's Lord icon. Yes, I have it. No bias there, I swear. But I thought it was cool before I had it. So we're gonna go there. Punisher, very meh. Things is kind of neat. But I don't feel like they did really any of the Fantastic Four too great, in my opinion. You know, just for the floating rocks, he'll go B. Thor's is pretty cool. I'd argue Thor's is A tier. Ultron's is also pretty cool. Do I go A or B? I go A. I go A. Venom, no debate. Bucky's is kind of mid. Wolverine's is also very mid. I think that's that. I don't think I would. I guess I only have 4 in S tier, and I don't even know. You know, putting Adam Warlock's next to those 3, I don't even know if he deserves to be up there. You know what? Might be a little bit controversial, but I think there's only 3 that belong in S tier. And you know, some people might not be happy about that, but it's my tier list. So be nice in the comments. If you like this video, should be a quick one, you know. Just a video to get out there, because my last Marvel Rivals tier list actually did relatively well for my standards. So I just, you know, might as well hit while the hits are hitting. You know what I mean? If you like this video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Comment down below, which and I'm sure you already wrote up that comment whenever you saw me put your Lord, you know, not in the top 3. But yeah, that's my tier list. And I appreciate you watching the video.